Good morning, it's Laura here from Your Last Resort Home Organization and Staging in the Annapolis Valley, and it is a beautiful day outside and we are in the middle of summer, so I thought this would be a great time to talk about how to get organized when you go camping. So our family used to do quite a bit of camping. We don't tend to do as much now as we used to do, but we also grew up going camping, and I went through Girl Guides, and so learned a lot of my camping skills and tips through there as well. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of ideas on how to get organized when you want to go camping. So this is an idea, especially works better if you are the type of family who goes camping maybe at least once a year or twice a year or more frequently. So this is an idea that we actually stole from friends of ours, Heather and Peter, and it is about creating a camping tote, and to have a tote that is packed at all times that contains all of your camping equipment, and so that whenever you go camping, all you have to do is grab that one tote and take it with you, and you know that everything you need is already in that tote. So let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna flip the camera around and hopefully we can pull this into the shade. So this is our camping tote. So this lives in our basement, and it's just a Rubbermaid tub. And I have filled it up with all of the basic essentials for camping. So we've got, a tablecloth, we've got paper for the fire, we've got pots and pans and dishes and mugs. Everything that you need for camping is already in this tote. Also have a little smaller Tupperware top. Let's see if I can take the lid off here. This is a Tupperware container with all of our cutlery, some basic things, the fire lighter, the scissors, basic utensils, and things like that that we know that we are going to need for camping. So what I do is having it already pre-packed makes it so much easier, so that at the last minute we are not scrambling to find all the essential things that you need to go camping, because you know that it is already there and already all together. So the other thing that I like to do with my camping tote, and I see Gina's here watching too, so good morning, Gina, and she says she has a camping tote too and loves it, and it works great, and it certainly does. It makes it so much easier to have everything all together. So this is another thing that I do. On the inside of my tote, I have a printout of all of the contents that is in the box. Okay, so Gina's writing here too. Every time I come home, I clean everything in the tote and put it back ready for the next time. And that is really, really important too. And that's kind of why I keep this list here on the top, so that I know what is in the tote. And I remember to put it back. And sometimes it's a bit like Tetris, or you gotta be able to get it in just right for everything to fit, but it does work. So when we are camping, if we run out of propane, or I realize that we need something else, or something else needs to be refilled, I can just write it down here on the top of the lid, so that when I get home and after I've cleaned everything and putting everything back, I can look at my notes and see what it is that needs to be replaced or put back. And if we are planning meals, then I know what items we have in the tote. So I know I have a frying pan, and I know I have a mixing bowl or measuring spoons and things like that. So that helps too, having the tote inventory right there. So the other thing that I do is I have, and hopefully you can see my screen here, I love Excel, and I use Excel for pretty much everything. So I have an Excel database on my computer, and it's just called Camping. So there's 3 different sheets. So the first sheet here is my inventory. So that is the list of everything that is in this Rubbermaid tote. That's what I print off. You can see that I just showed you on the lid of the tote. So the inventory list for the Rubbermaid box is all there. So anytime I update it or add new equipment or whatever, I could just print off a new one and tape it to the inside of the lid. So that's the first sheet. The second sheet, let's see if I can get here, is called, is kind of our kit list, our camping list. And I have on the far side, just basic equipment, not stuff that's related to what's in the tote, but other things that we need to remember to bring stuff for the dog, stuff for the boys, and stuff for myself that I know I want to be able to bring myself to. So that is permanently on there. And again, I can write notes and update that at any point in time. So whenever we go camping, I just print off that sheet as well for our list. Now the final sheet that I have here in the database, in my Excel database, is menus. So these are lists of ideas of things that we have made before and that are easy to make, and of course work well with the items that are in the Rubbermaid tote. So when we go to plan our camping trip, we already have lots of ideas of things that we can make, and then we just pull ideas from this chart to make up our menu plan. Of course we can do new things or different things, but it just gives us a really good foundation, so we're not trying to figure out everything again for the first time. So those are just a couple of things that we do to keep organized while we are camping. As I say, haven't gone yet this year, and I'm not sure if we are going this year, but anyway, if we do go this year, everything is packed and ready. I know my sister has borrowed our tote and things before too, so it's been helpful to be able to help other people out and having all of that already assembled. So anyway, those are just a few quick ideas to help you get organized for camping. If you have any other ideas or suggestions or any comments, please write them below, and love to be able to share ideas with everybody and to know what other people are doing, because sometimes you think something is really something you know already and you assume everybody else does, but you never know what other people might pick up on. So do share your tips for camping. So anyway, so that's me. That's Laura from Your Last Resort Home Organization and Staging here in the Annapolis Valley. If you need any other tips, we've got lots of videos online by looking on the sidebar under videos, and I'll be doing a few more over the summer, and then we'll get back into a regular routine and schedule this fall. So, and again, if you need any organizing help or tips, it's yourlastresort.ca, or find us on Facebook, and we'd love to hear from you. So happy camping and have a great summer. Bye.